Alrighty, folks. So tomorrow, what we will be seeing is what's called Mini Super Tuesday, and that's because there are 6 states instead of 14. So it's about a little less than half of a Super Tuesday in terms of state count, not in delegate count. There are nowhere near as big of states that are up for election as Texas and California have already gone through. Now, there are 6 elections being held. There's going to be one in Idaho, a primary that's held in Idaho, which has 20 delegates. There's a primary that's held in Michigan, which has 125 delegates. This is, by the way, the biggest election on the day. Then there's Mississippi at 36 delegates. That's a primary as well. Missouri at 68 delegates. That's a primary as well. North Dakota, which is a caucus state. And then there is a Washington primary with 89 delegates. Now, Washington was a caucus state last time. They switched over to being a primary, interestingly enough. Bernie Sanders also did really well in caucus states last time around. But we're going to be taking a look at these. Now, as you guys know, my predictions are pretty much always dead wrong. So anything I predict, pretty much take the opposite of what I'm predicting. So what happened last time around was, obviously, I didn't expect... All of my Super Tuesday predictions came right before all of the coalescing behind Joe Biden. So it didn't really take any of that into account, obviously. So it's not really fair to judge it based off of that. But, you know, usually, other than that, yeah, I'm usually pretty wrong anyways. But this time around, I'm changing my strategy. Last time, I went at it with a high expectation. I thought we were going to do really well. I thought we were going to take Cali and Texas, be the only viable candidate in Cali, take Massachusetts, Minnesota, Arkansas, like all these states, which didn't end up happening. A lot to do with either vote rigging or Elizabeth Warren splitting the vote in mass. I don't know, Maine we lost, which also doesn't make any sense. Just really weird stuff going on. So I don't even really understand it. Only reason could be vote splitting, but even that doesn't seem to explain it fully. Really weird shit going on, let's be real. But people are focused on Michigan. I would not do that. I would not fully focus on Michigan. I think it's a bad idea to put all of our eggs in one basket. But from my experience viewing the 2016 election, basically what ended up happening on that day, I think it was Michigan and Mississippi that were on the same day, although there might have been 1 or 2 other states, but those 2 were on the same day. And so we actually did an upset in Michigan by coming back from an aggregate 15-point deficit in the polls in Michigan the day prior of the election, and we actually came back and we won. We emerged victorious, which was really sick. But the problem was we won by like 4 delegates. But in Mississippi, which has 36 delegates, we got 35-1 in that election. So you're talking about, if we get 36-1 but win Michigan by like 1 or 2 points, where we can net like 4 or 5 delegates, we're still getting mopped. Now, the southern states keep fucking us in the anus really hard with no lube for some reason. I don't know why. Makes me very angry, though, because it makes it virtually impossible to win this goddamn election if we lose every goddamn southern state by a wide margin. Thanks a lot, southern states. You guys are really helping us. But basically what I see going down is he's going to win Idaho and North Dakota for sure. Those are guarantees, right? No chance he loses those states. Not even close. He demolished by like 50 points in both states last time. He's not going to lose. It's just not going to happen. Also, Bernie does well in caucus states. You know, ND is a caucus state, so he's going to win. Hopefully we get like all 14 delegates. Hopefully, that's the hope. And there, I don't think that's going to happen, but hey, hopefully, you know, we can hope. Hopefully, Idaho and North Dakota are leads amount to more than the deficit in Mississippi. That'd be cool. We knock out the Mississippi loss with ND and Idaho victories. And then Michigan is a really toss-up. I really have no idea what's going to happen in Michigan. Where none of us are going to, because just because of the nature of how wrong the polls were last time, although the worrisome portion of that is that a big reason why they were wrong was because there was a debate held right before Michigan, and so that changed it a lot. There's a late boost there. But it really is a toss-up. You could see multiple things, right? There's a slight chance that Joe Biden wins by like 10 to 15 points. That seems really like pretty unlikely, but just throwing it out there, there's a small chance of that. You could have that. Joe Biden could win by a small margin. He could win by anywhere between 0.2 and 5%. Bernie Sanders could win by a little bit, by a slight margin. That's pretty likely. And then the unlikely thing is Bernie dominates by like 10 points, 5 or 10 points. If we win by 5 points, that's a solid win, and we got a decent net gain, a little bit of delegates. But If it's anything lower than that, which is still cool, and we get mopped in Mississippi, it's not going to feel all this. It's going to be a little bit bittersweet. Now, in Michigan, I really have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just going to lay you out all of the possibilities. Those 4 possibilities are all of them. Biden dominates. Biden wins by a small margin. Bernie wins by a small margin. Or Bernie dominates. Out of those 4, you figure it out which one you think is going to happen, because I genuinely have no idea. There aren't really any Michigan polls. There was one poll that had Bernie down 6. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. Now, in Mississippi, we're going to get mopped. There's actually is this a Missouri or Mississippi poll? Now, we got both Missouri and Mississippi. This comes from Data for Progress, which is pretty good on their accuracy numbers. They have Bernie losing Missouri by 30 points, though. And I think I saw an Emerson poll that had Bernie barely down in Missouri. Some people on the ground in Missouri say, oh, it's going to go for Bernie. Others say, no, it's going to go for Biden. Missouri, he barely lost it, that being Bernie. Bernie Sanders barely lost Missouri in 2016. Barely, just by a little bit. Like less than a point or a point. So, for it to be this fat of a margin, I'm really confused by. I'm definitely questioning these numbers, although they could be legit. And then in Mississippi, Biden's at 77, Bernie's at 22. Now that's, I could see that. At least we're viable there, I guess. I forget what the margin was in Mississippi last time, but it was 31-5 in delegate numbers. It was probably somewhere around here. Hopefully, the outcome is something more like we are at like 30-70, or maybe 35-65. That would, if we get 35-65, I'll be happy, honestly. If we get 60-40, oof, that's beautiful, but that's not going to happen. I didn't like that Bernie canceled his Mississippi rally in favor of the Michigan one. I think that was a mistake. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. It's a bad idea. And we need to gain all the ground we possibly can in Mississippi. Now, Missouri, that's a really horrible lead. And let me tell you this. If these numbers hold up, we're going to come out of mini Super Tuesday not looking so hot. That's what I'll tell you. There's a Washington poll that came out, a Data Progress poll, that has Joe Biden winning. This is very, very concerning here. Very concerning. I mean, if this number is legit, I mean, we're fucked completely. I mean, I don't know how else to put this to you guys. It's mind-boggling that these would be the numbers, though. Washington is incredibly liberal, probably even more liberal than California. So it's very confusing to me how that would be right. Either all these Data Progress polls are shit, or they're all right and they're just shocking. I don't know which one it is, but Bernie dominated in Washington last time, getting 74% of the vote. He got like 74 delegates. There are 89 delegates. He got like 70 of them or something, some crazy number like that. That was a huge net gain for him that set off a lot of losses. And see, the thing is, we're taking losses left and right in states like, shitty states like Mississippi, the poorest state in the nation, right? So we get rocked there, and then we're in a big hole that we have to somehow overcome, right? So it's like fighting this unwinnable battle. It's like you're bracing yourself, you're trying to get wins so hard that they cover for other holes. And it's like, dude, that's such a difficult task. But, if we don't get a gap like we did in 2016 in Washington, where we get a fat amount of the delegates, we are in serious trouble, because Washington, especially because it's a West Coast state, that's supposed to be the spot where Bernie does best in, right? West Coast, Cali, Oregon, Washington, all that stuff. But if we can't even do well in those states, it's over. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm not trying to go all doomer on you, but I mean, just giving you a basic analysis of math and just basic shit. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So what I tell you is we definitely win North Dakota. We definitely win Idaho. Michigan is a toss-up. Not only is it a toss-up, it could go 4 different ways, as I told you earlier. Mississippi, we're going to get bodied. All our hope that can happen in Mississippi is hopefully we don't get bodied too hard. The best situation, probably realistically, 30-35% of the vote share. If we get 30-35% of the vote share, I will be really surprised and impressed with that. I think we're going to be more like 25 or 22 or something like that. Missouri, I really have no idea about, to be honest, because I saw an Emerson poll in Missouri that had basically them tied. He did extremely well in Missouri last time. He literally lost by like 1 point. So I don't know how he could lose in Missouri. I really like that bad. Like this Data for Progress poll is like, wow, that's a destruction, dude. that's an absolute destruction. You know what I mean? So how could that be legit? I don't know the answer to that question. I really don't know the answer to that question. Okay, I genuinely don't. Probably lose Missouri. Hopefully by a little bit. Could we win? Maybe. Surprise. I don't know. Washington, 89 delegates. This Data for Progress poll has us losing Washington. I don't believe that. I think we're going to take Washington. Probably, maybe by a razor-thin margin. I really would be... If we lose Washington, there might be some fuckery going on at that point. It doesn't make any basic sense. I mean, a lot of the stuff that's been happening hasn't really been passing the smell test anyways. But to lose Washington would be... I don't think that's possible. So, I don't think we lose Washington. I think we win. By how much, I can't really tell you. I really can't, to be honest. So, we definitely win Idaho and North Dakota. We're definitely going to lose Mississippi, and we're going to get rocked in Mississippi hardcore, like full-on anal plowing I'm talking about. And then in Missouri, it's really a toss-up, to be honest. You know, this Missouri poll has been getting demolished. That doesn't seem to fit. That seems to be an anomaly from the polls and the reasoning. So I'll tell you this: we have a small chance to win Missouri, but I think overall we probably come within 5 to 10 points maximum in Missouri is what I'm thinking. And then in Washington, I think we definitely will win Washington. If we don't, I'll truly be shocked. But I don't think we're going to get much of a gap, which puts us in a deep hole at that point because we have a chance of leaving Mini Super Tuesday with being in a hole, in a deficit. And so if you're going on a deficit, right? And then we're also you know, prepping ourselves for Florida, which is going to be another plowing. How do you overcome that stuff? You know, New York, but are we going to be able to win New York by that big of a margin? No way. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I think. Conclusion: win Idaho, win North Dakota for sure, and win Washington for sure. Don't know by how much. Missouri will come close. There's a slight chance of winning. Probably come within 5 or 10 points. Mississippi, we're going to get bodied. And then in Michigan, there is a chance to win, a chance to lose. I really have no fucking clue what's going to happen. I think it'll be within 10 points. I don't think anybody will have a higher than 10-point lead, though. If they do, I'll be shocked. But those are my predictions and my analysis on this. We could be in trouble at the end of this, folks. So let's just hope for the best. Keep going and canvassing. Get people out to vote. Even on the day of, like, go canvass. Make sure you can get people to go out to vote on the day. So we need everything we can get. We need all the help we can get. So, yeah, you know, help out, please.